Grand Rising, everyone. I am Stardust Diamond. Thank you, Mother Earth, for being alive every day. Thank you for the roof and food and clothes. Amen. Namaste. Stop 2. I am beautiful. I am handsome. I am smart. I am creative. I'm confident. I'm strong. I can adapt. I can grow my own garden. I can manifest a better Mother Earth. And I can treat others the way I want to be treated. So it'd be a peaceful Mother Earth. Amen. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for joining on both channels, on the Instagram and YouTube. Thank you so kindly for joining. Thank you for liking. Thank you for leaving beautiful messages. I always appreciate it. Always sending love and light and healing and protections to all. I am all about helping on everybody on their journey, on their emotions of their chakras. We're all working on our emotions, and every single day is a challenge. So we just keep on working on it, keep on trying, and keep our heads up, and just always work on one thing at a time. It is extremely hard sometimes when we're dealing with all this negative matrix where they're on like this repeat, because they only know one thing over and over and over and over and over, and they're still, attached to the matrix. They watch the TV programs, they listen to the program music, and they're in their bubbles. Some of them do not watch the news channels, but some of them, because they're kind of talk to when other people talk about it and that, and they're kind of in it a bit, and in this illusion, because this whole matrix is illusion, because all they're trying to do is keep people down, depressed, angry, anxiety, worrying, stress, thinking that there's no cure for things. There's, in my opinion, there's cures for everything, because I know that Mother Earth put the medicine in food and plants and frequencies and vibrations, and this is what the energetic ones don't want. They want to make their monies, and then they want to get all their draining our energies, like sucking our energies, because they need us on a lower version. This is why we need to constantly keep working on ourselves. And as hard as it is working on these narcissists and all these matrix, and it's hard to be like a black sheep in there and wanting to be alone and stuff, because when you talk about stuff, other people just think you're crazy, or they just get angry. And then you constantly got narcissists trying to manipulate you and making you feel bad, or reversing the things, and constantly over and over and over and over on stuff. But it's all part of your lessons, because we need to get stronger, and we need to put boundaries. Like, all this stuff looks like it's like the end of, you want to give up, but you never give up, and you continue to go. If you want to go out into a forest or somewhere else and just scream all your anger out and let it go, or do something that makes it relieve all this stuff, because all the stuff that they're doing to us has nothing to do with us, it's all to do with their self. It's hard to, especially to deal with it, and all of us is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. But in this matrix, right, there's this one thing that is really getting to me, is always has gotten to me. When, I have no problem with people being whatever they want to be when they're adults and otherwise. But when you push this stuff onto, the children, is when I get really upset. We don't need this negativity plague that they put up this rainbow flag. It is not acceptable for kids to be even learning and knowing about this stuff at a very young age. And, you know, in this Matrix, they do everything, get everything scripted, you know. They've done this everywhere, you know. But here, they got it into the Toronto Zoo, and they had this drag queen in there, and there's a lot of children in there. We don't need that negative stuff. And then we got the Rebel News, who are being truthful and everything, and doing their research and background on the gentleman and showing it to the officers, and they showing to the officers that's just part of the Matrix. You hearing that door slam, slam, slam. It's just the negative people that live in that other house. They do stuff every day. I just choose to ignore it. They done their research on the person, and they try showing it to the evidence, and they just told them that, you know, we're going to give you refunds back, not even listening to it. It's because that's all the Matrix. Right there. They know they're doing something wrong, but they're just doing it to the children, which is not acceptable. Absolutely not acceptable. You know, like in the school programs, how my mind races all the time, and then like got the mentor, thank you, Infinite Water, real smart, pat down the road. That if I keep repeating, it finally starts sticking, you know. And, you know, in the program schools, they tried to backtrack me like 3 times. They tried to down. They just tried to keep doing it. They did it like 3 times, like, you know, this whole program school. They just want to get ready to work those 9-to-5 jobs. They don't want kids to have imaginations and be smart and be creativity and meditate and how to eat healthy, how to grow gardens. They just want them all ready for the Matrix, right? But, you know, soon the emergency broadcast system, I pray that comes too, so everybody knows the truth about things, right? All Matrix. I mean, I got the neighbors in the front, the guy up front. He's delusional. And he's still trying to put his phone and record me in the driveway. He's still trying to bother us. He's all delusional. He's non-stop. And then I just ignore the rest of the stuff. Like that door slamming, or the one guy comes out talking really loud and doing stuff really loud. Or people banging things, and I think that's going to bug you, but it's not. I just like shut it out now. It's just all part of the Matrix, right? Like first we get all upset about it, and then I just let it be, you know, because they're just not going to stop. The negative people are just not going to stop. They just don't know how to stop. They just enjoy doing what they do, and they just keep on doing it, and that's how they deal with it. They're not dealing with their own emotional stuff and the things that they're going through. They're always taking it out on others. People need to stop taking things on others. A lot of this Matrix needs to stop judging others right away and assuming things right away, but it's just part of whatever people think and say, and that, you know, I've learned not to care what people think or say. I am a very loud person. My voice carries a lid. I just say what I want to say. Like, I just don't care. You know, the partner's like all embarrassed and gets real mad and angry. It's like, you're too loud. I'm like, no, I'm just talking like that. I'm being me. You know, it's really hard for us to be ourselves, because a lot of people are like, no, like, why are you doing this and that, and this and that? Don't do that. You know, that's all they try to do. It's like, you know, I'm just trying to be myself. Like, we all want to be ourselves. and you know, I really I'm very happy and blessed to have that orange cat come in here. He's a really good kitty, and I'm very happy he visits people, makes them happy, and I'm blessed for the 2 little girls, kitty cats I have inside. They're beautiful, you know. It's just try to look on more of the positive stuff. Like, I want to go more to the waters. So, you know, next Saturday and Sunday, I am definitely either going to the beach or somewhere, because I like to be near the water, trails, the rivers, stuff. Oh yes, here's the update. I had to remove all my cherry tomato plants out of the greenhouse. They're getting way too big. Okay, I have to fix one of the plants. It has sticks, and I tried tying them up so I can watch them more. And this one's got tomatoes starting to grow on it. Got this one. So I got 3 cherry tomato plants. This is the one I have to fix. I don't know why. All of it's going. I think it's because it's where the sun is. I might have to remove this plant and put it. I think I'm going to move this one and just put it right here beside this one. Maybe right here in this spot. This is my raspberry bush. Now, I've had this plant since in this pot. I just moved it with me when I was living in those box apartments. No box apartments. Like, enjoy. Got all my decorations up. All right. Yes, I know. I gotta water them again, and I'm trying to save these leaves and stuff. You know, but I have picked. I got more tomatoes. I have already picked ripe ones off of there. And then my kale is. I know I had to pick some of the leaves off, but I have been these plants, kale's biggest ones. You know, I try really hard. Got more raspberries here. I'm gonna eat some of those. One of the neighbors just took some of their plant and dug root out of raspberries and just replanted them here. And it took 1 year, and then raspberries like crazy show on there. So you know what? It's well worth it. Yeah, I know. Look at that. Here's supposed to be my cucumbers. That's rosemary is what I put around it. I sprinkle some rosemary plant around these guys. That is what's saving them. These are supposed to be the cucumbers, and I gotta learn how to do the beds. Put better soil on it, because this soil is not. All my watermelon plants didn't make it. Unfortunately. We got these beautiful flowers. These are more flowers. I moved this over here, but I'm gonna turn it around. I'm gonna dump this out today. I just used it on my feet. We did do some cleaning. I gotta get rid of some old wagons, some chairs. We got all the twigs and stuff done. Oh yes, these ones are the sour berries. I don't think the sun really likes these. Some are sweet. Like, I can stand here forever. Probably be doing some more berry picking. Ouch! They got pokies. Oh yeah. Are you gonna get purple? You get mulberry ones? You get lots of purple on you. Oh yeah. Now I know what I was talking about. Yeah. And another thing is in Toronto, they had that parade. And there was indecent exposure of people, and they're allowing it in front of these children, which is not acceptable. You want to go to a beach that's only adults, that they want to be exposing people, whatever, that's your choice. But to do this in front of children is absolutely, positively not acceptable. That makes me upset and very, very upset about that. It's not okay. Which I'm proud of Trump making laws about that kind of stuff. That's not approved there. I'm changing it, but it needs to be changed here too. It's not acceptable for children to learn this stuff and see this stuff and be exposed to this stuff. There's all these organic ones. They don't want people producing more children. They're trying to corrupt it, which is not acceptable. And then this little clip pops up with this gentleman, and he shows the chakras, right? The lower chakra is the red one. I think it's good. Okay, I forget the pattern of the chakras right now. Yes, the red one is the bottom. The purple one is the top, the crown. And in the flag, they have it reverse. They put the purple at the bottom and they put the red at the top. And they put only six colors. It's supposed to be 7 colors for the rainbows. See? Everything's reverse in the Matrix, reverse. I really appreciate my mentor that woke me up. Infinite Water Real Smart. God, I always do. I always will appreciate it. For his compassionate and his helping to others. A whole bunch of helping people with their emotions and getting out of this matrix and locking out and snapping out of all the programs. Right? And then we got Ismael Perez, who helps me with the cosmic origins and learning about the ETs and the dimensions and all the other smart and stuff that he talks about and stuff, right? You always got gratitude for all these brothers and sisters that are just, don't matter how crazy it sounds, how this sounds, they're speaking it out. They're going to say it. They're going to help. We're all learning in this journey. We're all going to believe in certain beliefs, but we all find it all in one, and then finally unite as one, when people, one race, one religion, one love. That's why we need to pry these inorganic ones that are in charge right now and get them out of here. I just pray for the justice. Thank you, Galaxy Alliance and Earth Alliance and all the other brothers and sisters. I just pray that the truth needs to prevail on the programs. Something needs to happen here in the matrix of Canada. Ontario, please. I pray for those any birds to be protected. I pray the inorganic ones, leave them alone. These birds deserve to live. They're healthy. There's no reason for you to do what you gotta do. They're still trying. The inorganic ones, they're those FDA, whatever, they're part of the inorganic ones. The broken law is part of the inorganic ones. You know, only thing that's happening right now that I see that good things and stuff that are stopping and stuff is over in like Trump. You know, we need more Trumps around here. That's what we need. We need more Trumps. Kick off all these inorganic ones, say, and let us have freedom of speech. We deserve freedom of speech. We need to live on earth for free, where we can have free water, free food, free living, free electricity. They just want to continue to be in their matrix. Well, I'm going to hug a tree. I enjoy talking on the channel and being myself. Thank you for listening. Thank you for liking. And, you know, don't fall into the reverse in the matrix. Alright? We don't want to fall in that stuff. And, you know, this guy, like, ding ding light about that flag being a reverse color. And I'm like, why didn't I see that? You know, why didn't I think about that? Why didn't I think about that? Wow. Everything. Like, I'm always going to learn something new every day. Okay, let's do our protective bubble. Oh, yeah, my Buddha. I moved it. I don't know how this garbage got here. And I don't eat anything from Matrix Tim Hortons. Nope. Nope. None of their foods makes my stomach upset. And makes my stomach really, really upset and hurting. A lot of the Matrix food, be aware about the stuff in their foods. Here's the Buddha. Where's my Buddha? I put it right there on the stairs. I don't really want this shovel here. Alright, let's do our protected bubble. Thank you, Archangel Michael, and Archangel, thank you, Spirit, thank you, guys. Thank you for protecting us. Amen. I am enough, I am worthy, I'm loved, I'm never alone. Everything's gonna be okay, everything's gonna always work out. I'm always gonna align. I'm always gonna learn something new. Amen. Let's do our breath-ins now. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out for 4. 1, 2, 3. What is that, guys? That weird little creature, where'd you go? Moving like a lightning beam. What color is that guy? What bug is that? Distractions. Thank you, brothers, sisters, for always listening, liking, and viewing. I always appreciate the messages. Have a most beautiful, blissful day or night. Sprinkle some stardust, and bye for now.